All right. All right. What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. Did you keep your bashing in house? So, listening last night to Kevin Samuels' podcast, young lady was like, in a sense, I think you don't like black women because you should keep this in house. And the picture you see is a picture from the clip of Why Did I Get Married To with Tasha and Marcus. They were on a train. She was getting drunk, and she was getting loud and abrasive and verbally abusive and telling their personal business, which wasn't even true, if I'm not mistaken, on the train, and everybody's hearing it and embarrassing the hell out of him, and she's arguing with people. I was going to use Oprah as the picture, but I thought this would be a better picture because I'm trying to say you're drunk off of bashing us in the public. So, it's funny how you hate black women if you say something about black women that black women don't like to hear publicly. It can be valid, but why did you say it publicly? But there is no cry for black women ever to go, you know what? We don't keep none of our stuff in house, whether it's true or not. See what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be true. That's the issue. These men ain't ish. Is that true? Is it true that these men ain't ish? These men are deadbeats. Well, the facts have come out that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I just have my right to. I can have my right and my truth, and I can say what I want and how I feel. Okay. Okay, so can I have my right and my truth, and then can I say how I feel? Can I? Can I? Can I? No, it's not right. How's it not right? You mean to tell me I can't speak my truth and say how I feel? That's what you trying to tell me? I can't speak my truth and say how I feel, but you can speak your truth and say how you feel. Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? Yes. Yes. Interesting. What about, these guys are, they dogs. Okay. Was that an issue? Did you keep that in-house? Because it seems like there's a group of that cheats in every demographic, but we're just the worst. Okay. So now that you're cheating and you're putting yourself out on social media as cheating and, thotting it up, twerking everywhere, having your kids twerk with you, twerking in restaurants, you just think it's not a big deal. Did we keep that in house, or did you bring that outside the house? I just want to know. Now all of a sudden, all these women I've been abandoned, and the men left, and the men from back in the day were the real men who stayed with their family, but the same men that left. How can you have both in the same guys? Could you explain that to me? Because did you keep and here's an interesting thing. Everything starts with y'all grandmothers. If you notice, your grandmothers told you to go to school and get an education, but your grandmother was married till she died. Your mama was the one that wasn't. You are the one that's not. But it was your grandmother that was the victim, even though you grew up or was always at your grandmother's house, which granddad paid for. Because they were married so long, he did all this work, and he was the one working 60, 70 hours a week. But did you keep her secret, miserable life in-house? Or did you take that publicly as a reason to not ever be in a relationship and then turn right around and say all these guys are failures? Did you take some of that pension money from granddad and go to college with it? Did you? But that's the part we're going to keep in house. But the part you going to bring out in public is these guys are no good. We just a bad bunch. We need to be thrown away. And I'm thinking to myself, like, all the talk shows, did you keep that in-house? No. No. All these, gossip sites. And I was clowning with my lady about R. Kelly, and I was like, it's funny because you do realize they have no evidence. This is just a rerun of Bill Cosby. I seen him sleep with somebody 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. Okay? And what does this have to do with this? And he should go to jail because he a pervert for sleeping with somebody. Did you sleep with anybody 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago? Are you going to go to jail for that? No. But it was because there was... I'm not trying to buy somebody saying he slept with Aaliyah 20 years ago and now all of a sudden, 20, 30 years ago, and now all of a sudden... Nah. And then on top of that, did you keep the bashing in the house with the kids? Because y'all love talking bad about these fathers to these kids. Was it in-house then, or was that's even though it wasn't true, because these kids grew up and had to be in their 20s and 30s and 40s to get the other side of the story? I'm just saying. See, all of this, you need to keep it in-house, that's some BS. That's all I'm going to say. That's some BS. I'm going to get up out of here. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.